Hey, what's going on, guys? Yellow S2K VTech here, and I got quite a few messages and some comments asking me to make a tutorial video on how to make a Minecraft server. And yeah, I thought I'd hop on and kind of run through the basic steps of it. And it's really not that hard of a process, but there's some different little steps and things that you can easily mess up on. And I actually messed up on for quite a while before I kind of figured out what I needed to do. But it's really not that tough. So first thing you need to do is come to your desktop and create a new folder and make it called server YouTube. I mean server whatever you wanted to call it. Minecraft server, doesn't matter. So you get that folder there, and then you're gonna bring up your internet browser, and you're gonna type in Bukkit, Bukkit. I'll put the link in the description. Bukkit.org. And it's going to bring up Bukkit. They're the way to go. I've tried quite a few different places to make servers and only come out with problems. Bukkit seems to do a great job, and it's pretty user-friendly, to be honest with you. Once you get it made, you can come over and do all these plugins or mods, and they all work wonderfully with the program. So I mean, it's pretty easy, and they seem like some pretty cool guys. So anyway, what you need to do is come over to this top right corner over here, recommended builds. You want to do like the latest recommended build. Right now I'm running 733, so I know that works, and so I'm going to do that just for the purposes of the video, and I've used it and no problem. But you need to just check out the latest recommended build. They're also similar, and there's just little tweaks, but it's all good. So anyway, we're going to do recommended build 733 for this video. But if you're watching this at a later time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mess up the process. You just need to do the latest recommended build. So you're going to come down here and you're going to look. I'll maximize this so you can see, hopefully. But right here, craft bucket /0.0.1/snapshot.jar. They're all titled snapshot.jar. That's what you need to look for, the jar file. So right here, you need to click on that, and this is all you really need off this website here. But you need to click save once it comes up and go to your desktop, and then you need to save this to the folder we just made on our desktop, server YouTube. That's what I named mine. So you need to save it. It's going to run through a little real fast download here, and once this is done, there we go, click close. Don't open it. If you open it, it throws all these files all over your desktop, and it's a bitch. So just close this for now. We don't need Bukkit anymore, but I'm going to minimize this. Actually, yeah, I'll exit out of that, but we don't need it anymore. So what you need to do now is pull up your server, or the file that we created on your desktop. And what you need to do is, once you see this, the file that we just saved into here, a lot of you won't see the .jar here once it's in here, and that's just a shitty problem with Windows. It comes default this way, I think. At least mine was, and I know a lot of people have this problem. So if you don't see .jar, you need to do this quick step. Go to your start menu and search. Actually, sorry guys. You need to just click on your control panel. That's an easier way to get to it. So go to your control panel, and you need to search folder options. Okay, and then you need to click change search options for files and folders. It'll bring up this little window here. You need to click on the view tab, and once you get to the view tab, you need to scroll down just a tiny bit. There's a box here that's usually checked, and you need to make sure it's unchecked. It's called hide extensions for known file types. It's a stupid thing that Windows does, and it makes it where you can't see the file extensions like .jar or different ones that you're familiar with. But you need to make sure that box, hide extensions for known file types, is unchecked. This is a major way people make problems. People have problems with this step. So anyway, make sure that's unchecked. Okay, so once you have this and you see the .jar, you come here and either delete this beginning part or rename it craftbucket.jar. Okay, so once you have that, you need to right click, new, text document. Okay, we're going to title this Run Server. You can title it whatever you want, but this is you're going to be using this. So it's what you click on to run your server. So whatever you want to call it. But what you need to do now is I have this written out. I'm going to put this in the description. You need to copy it from the description and come to this runserver.txt, and you want to edit that file. And you want to paste in what's in the description, what you copied. You want to paste it in there and go File, Save As. Okay, once you have the file Save As, you need to come here, and you don't want to save it as a .txt. You want to save it as .bat. Okay, and you want to make sure it's saved into the folder that we were just in, your server folder. And you're going to click Save. Okay, so there it is. Once you have that, there's not really a whole lot you need to do. Basically all it does, what we typed in, or what you're copying into that run server folder or file, is what makes it run this. Your .bat file is going to run this craftbucket.jar. So what you need to do now is double click on your run server.bat, and it's going to generate your world now. It's generating a world just like any single player world, so it's endless, and yeah, I've actually had some pretty good success. Everything I've generated from this has been just awesome. So, but anyway, once you have that, your whole file in here, or your whole folder, you just notice a bunch of files just got put into it. You don't really need to mess with any of them except for ops.txt. You need to click on that, and it's going to bring up your notepad, and then you need to type in your username on Minecraft. So for instance, mine is yellow S2K VTech, and you need to click File, Save. Just your name. I mean, you can put other people in, and it'll give them all the privileges that you have, such as server. I mean, just little things in the game. Nothing crazy like as in running the server and things like that. But in game. So anyway, you need to make sure your name is in there and it's saved. So once you have that, you have the whole area generated, and you basically have your server. So all you need to do right now, we're going to make sure that this is you clicked on your folder on this. Sorry, on your run folder here. You need to click Stop. If you click Stop, it saves everything. And if you just exited out of that, you'd be nowhere. You'd be partially screwed. But anyway, so now that that's gone, we have our server. Now you just need to make sure that other people can connect to your server. And the way you do that is called port forwarding. It's not that bad of a process, but a lot of people have troubles with it, and I actually had troubles with it when I was first starting. So hopefully I can explain it somewhat clearly, kind of fast. It's really not that bad, but you need to come to your start folder, or your start button, whatever, and you need to come down here and type in CMD. It'll bring up your command window. And once you have this command window up, you need to type in ipconfig, so IPCONFIG, and hit enter. And you need to look at what your default gateway is. And what you need to do is come to your internet browser, and in your URL, where you type in your URL, I think that's what this is called, you need to type in your default gateway IP address, I guess, but it just says it calls default gateway. So mine 192.168.1.1. Okay, so you hit enter, and you're going to get a little window that pops up to be able to sign in. And you're basically signing into your wireless router, or your router at all. So this is kind of a tricky part. You need to figure out what your password is for your router, and you can do that easily by searching Google. Type in, say, Netgear router default passwords, and there's a big list of them. They're everywhere. That list of, And for instance, there's ones that are you leave the top, the username or whatever, blank, and the password will be admin, or it'll be admin username, admin password, and whatever. But you'll have to figure that out. Most likely it'll be the default for everyone. Most people don't change this. So yeah, and if you did, you'll know your password. But anyway, so I have mine saved. So I mean, I've changed it, so I have it saved. But you need to click OK. Sign in, and when you get to it, I have a Linksys router, so those of you with different routers, you'll have different setup on this page. But what you need to find is something like applications and gaming, like here, or something that says port forwarding, because that's what we're doing here. You need to click on applications and gaming, or the like, whatever yours is, and you need to come over here. For mine, you need to type. You can name this whatever. You need to open up a port is basically what we're doing, and mine's titled Minecraft, and you need to type in these two numbers. There's a start and end part of it. I mean, every single one has it. It should be pretty straightforward. But you need to type in 25565 for your start and your end here. So 25565. I hope you guys can see that. But and you need to make sure it's a TCP protocol, I guess. Protocol, whatever. But you need to make sure it's a TCP. And then, this is the only other kind of tricky part here, where it says IP address. You need to finish off. There's this box here. You need to make sure that this corresponds with your IPv4 address. This will be in your command part that we brought in, your IP config, that we had up to see our default gateway. So this is just the same window I had up before. IPv4 address. And you see it's exact same up on the over here. It's exact same beginning part, and you need to fill in the last two. So for instance, the last two of my IPv4 address is 0.50. So I put that in here and finished that off and checked it, enabled it to make sure whatever your setup is for your router, you need to make sure that it's opened, enabled, or set to go. So and then you just save the settings once you have that in there. And now the only other step that you need to do to make sure that you can connect to your server is you need to, I'm going to close this, we don't need that anymore, but you need to figure out what your IP address is. And you can do that by going to whatsmyip.net. I'll put that in the description as well. And I'm not going to do it for the purpose of, I mean, all it is you click enter and it brings up your IP. So not a big deal, and that's what you type into YouTube, or shit, sorry, I just had YouTube up. But that's what you type into Minecraft. I'll pop it up here so you can see. But well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But once you're going to click on multiplayer, and you have to type something in, an IP address, to be able to log in to the server. And you need to type in your IP address. And that's what you need to tell everybody else to log into your server. I believe there's other ways so they don't see your IP address, but it really doesn't matter. But anyway, so that's basically the rundown. So to run your server, you do the same thing. You come over and you click on your runserver.bat, and there's our server. And you'll just bring up Minecraft now that you have the server running, and connect to your IP address that you typed in, and you should be good to go. The only other thing that you need to know, make sure you always click stop to save once you're done with your server, or you want to quit for the day or whatever. But down here there's server properties. If you open this up, there's a list of different things you can change here. I really don't change any of these, to be honest with you, because it's the way I play. But spawn monsters, you can either have it be true or false. These are all the default, but you can change these here. But yeah, just take a look through these, and you can add a whitelist if you know what that is, and different things. But you don't really need to do anything with that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any problems or questions or anything that maybe I could have overlooked, please let me know. And I hope this helped you out. But yeah, post a comment. Hopefully, let me know if this helped you. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're liking videos like this, as well as Minecraft videos and some other stuff. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out.